Hello all. This is a tutorial of the MetaTrader 4 platform brought to you by Prometheus4x.com. Just wanted to cover some of the basics of what the MetaTrader is about and how to work some of the basic functions. Some simple things, of course, at the bottom here we have different tabs that you can click on with the various different currency pairs. You can see here's the Swiss franc versus the Japanese yen 4-hourly chart. Here's where you can see the time frame that you're on, as well as down here. At the bottom comes the date through here, which you can see is several months, as well as the pip values on the side here. So we have quite a bit of information, some easy tools at our disposal. If you notice here at the top, you've got the zoom in, zoom out buttons, the chart shift and auto scroll buttons as well, which will turn off the market will shift every time there's a pip movement, it will shift back to the front. But if you turn these off, then you can scroll back historically like this. I can just go back in the history, and if you ever get lost in the history, you just hit your chart shift and auto scroll and you're back to the front where the current market is. And that's again represented the current market by this support level, it looks like, but it's just it's a gray line representing the current market, which is the current pip value right now is 105.28. So that's kind of what we're looking at with some of the basics. Some other functions, like I say, you can click on the different time frames up here to select different periods. So right now, each candlestick is representing a time frame. So this candle right here is going to represent 4 hours worth of market data. It says it's current, it's not complete yet, and so it's less than 4 hours. However, this previous one just there is 4 hours worth of data shown in a candlestick. There are also other kinds of charts you can do, bar charts, line charts. Candles really have the most benefit because the candlestick formation itself can give you quite a bit of information as to what the market's going to do. Some other things about actually placing an order, which is nice. You hit the new order button just here, and you'll get this pop-up window. Let me drag it over from my other screen here. Maybe. There it is. And you can see here's our order window. It has a tick chart just here, which shows the individual ticks of movement. You've got a blue and a red indicating the bid and the ask price. The difference between the bid and the ask price is called the spread, and you can see that is shown here. And that spread at this point is roughly at this, you can see 6 pips, not quite. And to enter into a position, you simply hit sell by market or buy by market. It may just say buy or sell depending on your broker. But yeah, you just click buy or sell depending on what you want to do. So I'm going to place a trade just so that you can see it. I go into a buy trade. Please wait. There you go. Click OK. And on your chart, you can see the dotted line here with the buy order. Your order number here will correspond with the number order in the terminal. And the terminal is this just here. If we click that, you can notice that here is our trade here in the account, and that corresponds just there. There's the 925, 925. It's a buy. This gives you all your information. This is the time, the type of trade, buy or sell, the lot size, the symbol of the currency pair. We have another price here and here. So we've got two. One is where we entered the trade, and one is the current price. Then you have the take profit versus stop loss. Good stuff. We didn't set anything just yet. And then you've got the swap. Now the swap is going to be, it's a difference in the interest rate compared to the two different currencies. You've got the franc and the yen. And depending on when the rollover happens for your broker, you will either be charged swap or you will make swap. They will pay you swap. It's usually quite negligible compared to whatever your trade is, but realize that that is there. In fact, there are some trades that people use that they just simply, even if the market's not going to move, they'll take it because they can profit off of the swap. So you always start off negative because of that spread. I mentioned the difference between the bid and the ask price, and you can see we're just a little bit negative now. If you ever want to modify your orders, you can right-click on the trade in the terminal down here, and you can see this is your terminal. You would just right-click, You go up and you can modify the order, which gives you the modify window, at which point you can change the stop loss here, change the take profit here, and once you do that, the modify will turn like a pink reddish color, and then you can click modify and change that. I'm not going to do that though. I'm going to close this order out. I'm going to right click and go to close order. And once I do that, the close order window is popped up, and instead of hitting into a new trade, which you would if you hit the buy or the sell, that's a confusion sometimes. You just hit the yellow close button. Simply hit the yellow close button and it will close you out. Please wait. There you go. And we are out of that position. And yeah, you can see the trade's no longer in the terminal. So just some simple basic things that you can do with your MetaTrader platform. I will have more tutorials to come. Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next time.